Hello and good morning to all. Welcome to your computer class. Well, it is the fifth part of our second chapter, Internet Services and Multimedia Technologies. Till now in this chapter we have discussed about email, search engine and then some protocols. Well, today in this class we have to discuss about various web services which are available. Now let's start. Well, first we have to start with the term web services. Web services are the services or applications available via web or internet through the use of specific protocols. Fine. It means all the applications or services that we can use which are available on internet or which are available on web, which can be used by using some protocols, are termed as web services. Generally, with the help of these web services, we can perform multiple activities, and these can help us to perform our task in a few seconds also. Most of these services are made or designed so that we can perform the process of data sharing or data transference very easily. And nowadays we are using most of these applications for sharing data, for sharing resources, and sometimes also for communication purpose. Well, there are multiple applications available these days. If I'll talk about WhatsApp, YouTube, Instagram, Telegram, or all such apps which we have in our phone through which we can send messages, send pictures, send videos, like if I'll talk about Google Classroom or any other app which is available there, let's talk about Zoom. Fine. So all these apps are the examples of web services which we do have. Fine. Now we have to discuss about some most popular web services. Well, out of all these web services, we will discuss just first 6 web services in this video, and then in the next video we have to discuss the remaining 2 web services with the other content. Fine. Now let's begin. First web service that we have to discuss is chat. Then our second web service is email. Well, we have already covered this one, so we will not discuss about email in this part. Fine. Then next we have video conferencing, social networking, e-learning, and then we have e-banking. Fine. Then we have to discuss e-shopping and e-reservation in the next video. Fine. Now, if in case you have any doubt or you want to learn about email once again, you can rewatch that video. Or if you want to see anything specific in the video, you can comment down all your queries or doubts over there. I will make a video on your queries only. Fine. Now let's start with the class. First, we have to discuss about this term chat. Well, nowadays this chatting or this chat is one of the most popular web service on internet. Whether we are teaching you or you are communicating with your friends, you are sending images, messages on WhatsApp or on Facebook, in everything we are performing this chatting activity. Fine. Chatting generally means talking or sharing messages between two individuals. Fine. In general, this word chat is used when 2 or more persons are talking or sharing thoughts with each other. Fine. But in computers or in internet, this term chat is used when we share text messages from one individual to another. Fine. So, chatting is like text phone. Fine. Chatting is like a telephonic process where instead of sending our audio, we are sending messages or some text message. Fine. In a telephonic conversation, when we call someone by using a telephone line or an audio call, in an audio call generally we share our messages or we communicate by using our audio, and that process of audio communication is instantaneous. It means when we call somebody, that process is instantaneous. You will talk to that person and that person can reply back to you at the same time. Fine. It is a two-way communication where both the individuals, the one who is talking and the one who is listening, they can change their roles or they both can perform their activities at the same time. Fine. Well, the same thing is there in the chat. The chat also works in the same manner. Fine. In chatting, we can share text messages from one device to another instantaneously. Fine. Or instantly. Fine. It means you will type something in your phone, you have to click on the send button and the receiver will get the message. and receiver can reply to you immediately, or sometimes you both can send messages immediately without any data traffic or data lag. Fine. In this, a person can send and receive messages at the same time, just like a telephonic conversation. Fine. Like in a telephone call or an audio call, two individuals can talk at the same time. Similarly, in this chatting process also, two individuals can type and send messages at the same time. Fine. Just like a simple telecommunication process where we can perform audio conferencing or call conferencing, in this chatting also we can connect multiple individuals and then we can share our messages. Fine. Now the most important thing, for chatting we have a social networking account, or we need to log on to a server that provides us the chatting facility. Fine. Like for making calls or for making audio calls, we need a mobile phone or we need a landline phone. Similarly, for the chatting purpose, we need a social networking account through which we can send and receive messages. Fine. Generally, this social networking account is like our inbox, where it stores all our messages. Along with the inbox, from this account we can also compose or create messages instantaneously. And the best thing is that in this chatting app or in this chatting site, we will get multiple threads for our multiple friends. It means if in case you have 20 friends in that, then you will have 20 separate inboxes for all your friends, where it will create a log of all your chats. Fine. These sites mostly provide us the service via chat room. Fine. In a chatting site, when we are communicating with multiple individuals, then they have a service of chat room available, where a group or a community can sit together and then they can communicate on a simple common interest. Fine. Chat room. In a website or a part of an online service that provides an online room for communities with a common interest to communicate in real time. Fine. So chat room is a website or it is a part of an online service where multiple communities or individuals can sit together and then they can chat and communicate about their common interest. Fine. In real time, it means instantly. Fine. So generally this chatting is used for instant messaging. Well, in this chatting there are so many applications available in the market. Like if we can talk about WhatsApp or Telegram, so these are the two most popularly used chatting applications. Fine. Then we have some websites like Facebook, Instagram and some other websites where we can also perform this chatting activity by using a web server. Our next web service is video conferencing. Nowadays this video conferencing is one of the most popularly used and one of the best web service available. Fine. Well, in this pandemic of COVID-19 or coronavirus, this video conferencing is mostly used by the individuals who are sitting apart. Fine. Like if we talk about companies or schools or some big organizations, so all of us are mostly using this video conferencing so that we can communicate or share our thoughts with some other individuals. Fine. Well, sometimes the process of chatting or audio conferencing is not enough for us to express our thoughts. Fine. In that case, we have to use this video conferencing where two individuals can see each other face to face and then they can also communicate with each other. Fine. Well, let's take an example. Suppose there's a boardroom meeting of some directors of a company. Fine. So for that, they cannot perform this meeting on a simple audio call. They must need a video call where they can see each other, they can analyze the expressions and behaviors of each other, and then they can take some decisions. Fine. So generally, conferencing means or conferencing refers to the process of communication where two or more individuals can share their thoughts and ideas. Fine. When we perform this process of conferencing or communication via audio-visual multimedia technologies, fine, it means a technology where we can send audio and video both at the same time, then it is named as video conferencing. Fine. Now, this video conferencing requires following components. The components of video conferencing are webcam, mic and headphone, then an active internet connection, and then a social networking account or any video calling facility. Fine. Well, generally in this video conferencing, a webcam and a mic and a headphone is must. Fine. Without this, we cannot perform this audio video data transference. Fine. Then we need an active internet connection so that we can connect ourselves with the web server. Fine. And then at last, a web account is required, which gives us this facility of video calling. Fine. This app can be any app. It can be WhatsApp, Zoom, Skype, or any other app through which we can perform this video conferencing facility. Fine. So these are 4 components. You have to read about these components by your own. Fine. And I don't think so that you have any doubt with the webcam and microphones. Okay. Now let's move to our second next, that is social networking. A social networking service, or generally it is termed as social media or social networking, is an online platform. Fine. It is just like chatting and video conferencing. Well, we can say that it is the main route or the main service which gives us the facility of chatting and video conferencing. Fine. It is an online platform which people use to build social networks or social relationships with other peoples. Fine. Who share similar personal or career interest, activities, backgrounds, or real life connections. Fine. Well, nowadays most of us are indulged, or we can say that involved in the social networking. Fine. It is just like a virtual life for us, where individuals of similar interest can communicate with each other. They can be friends, and then they can create their own network of friendship over there. Fine. It is a virtual place. It is not a physical network, but it's a virtual network where individuals who are living at distant places can communicate and talk with each other. Fine. Social networking services vary in format and the number and features. Fine. We have multiple social networking websites and each has some different kind of features. For example, if we talk about Facebook, then in Facebook we can chat, we can send messages, we can post our updates, and we can do various activities. If we talk about WhatsApp, WhatsApp is also a social networking app, but in this we can only talk to a limited group of individuals, and we can only share our photos or videos publicly with the individuals who are known to us. Let's talk about Instagram. In Instagram we can also work or act similarly like a Facebook account, but in this it has some restrictions which helps us to maintain our data security. Fine. So there are so many social networking websites available there that we can use for sharing our data with some other individuals or some other communities. Fine. They can incorporate a range of new information and communication tools operating on desktop and on laptops, on mobile devices such as tablets, computers and smartphones. Fine. It means we can use these social networking applications and websites on multiple devices. These devices can be mobiles, laptops, computers, desktops, tablets or smartphones. Fine. So social networking sites allow user to share ideas, digital photos and videos, posts, and to inform others about online or real world activities and events with people in the network. Fine. And it's a vast term. It is widely used these days, and the biggest example of social networking is Facebook. Fine. Now our next term is e-learning. Well, this e-learning is one of the most important term nowadays, because generally in this pandemic we are using this e-learning facility to teach you students. Fine. And you are also involving in this activity, but some of you are not doing so. So e-learning or electronic learning is learning utilizing electronic technologies to access educational curriculum outside of a traditional classroom. Fine. Like in this particular situation or in this pandemic, we are not able to sit in a classroom or share our knowledge with each other. So we are using this process of e-learning, where we are using some virtual tools to teach you. Fine. In most cases, this e-learning refers to a course or a program or a degree that is completely online. Fine. It means this e-learning is a process where a teacher is teaching you by using only online tools. We don't have any physical tools. Fine. Let's talk about the current scenario or current situation. Right now you don't have any books with you. Fine, you don't have any study material with you. All your teachers are providing you some PDFs. They are giving you some written notes in picture format or in the PDF format. Fine, you are reading those notes, you are listening to the audio clips, you are watching the videos. So it means it is a type of e-learning where there is no physical content which is given to you. Fine, everything is in a virtual form, is in a soft copy format. There are many terms used to describe learning that is delivered online via the internet, ranging from distance education to computerized electronic learning, online learning, internet learning, and many other. Fine. We define e-learning as courses that are specially delivered via the internet to somewhere other than the classroom where the professor is teaching. Fine. It means this e-learning is just like a teaching process, but in this we don't have a physical classroom, but that same individual, it means your teacher is teaching you in a virtual classroom, and with your ease from your home you are learning everything. Well, it is not a course delivered via DVD or CD-ROM. Fine. So generally this e-learning is not a taped process. It means in this we don't have any we can say that written DVDs or CDs or videotapes or any television channel. Fine, it is an interactive process where a student and a teacher can communicate with each other. Sometimes it is a pre-recorded session where we get some videos only in any online platform where we can put our queries also. Fine, let's talk about videos on WhatsApp groups or videos on YouTube. Fine, in WhatsApp group or in YouTube you can ask all your queries. Fine, but suppose if instead of giving you these videos in this electronic form, if we were providing you some DVDs, fine, so in that case the process of query was very difficult for you guys. Fine, so that's why we are in this e-learning process. Sometimes it is delivered live also, where you can electronically raise your hand or interact in the real time, and sometimes these lectures are pre-recorded. Fine, sometimes these classes are live also, or sometimes these are pre-recorded also. Fine, in my case, or if we'll talk about our school, in this case we are using some pre-recorded classes so that we both can share our knowledge easily without any lag or without the issue of data or internet connectivity. Fine. But in this e-learning process, there is always a teacher or a processor who is interacting or communicating with you and grading your participation, your assignments and your test. Fine. And the best thing is that in this e-learning we can perform all the activities that we are performing in the physical learning process. Fine. In this also you can give test, online test we have. Fine. You can also send your written work or assignments to your teachers by using some online facilities or applications. Fine. So here's a very important note for you all. Kindly submit the notes of your first chapter in the Google Classroom app. Fine. Or from the next Wednesday, I will turn off that facility. So it means after Wednesday you cannot upload your notes anymore. Fine. So there's a deadline till Wednesday only. Next we have e-banking. Well, as of now we have discussed about e-learning, where we were not visiting the schools or any physical educational authority or institution. Fine. Similarly, in e-banking we have virtual banks, or we have an app or any website through which we can perform this banking online. Fine. So it means if you are able to perform all the banking activities from the ease of your home, you are not standing in the long waiting queues, and you are performing all the banking activities just from a website or any application, then that process can be termed as e-banking. Fine. In this process of e-banking, a customer can access his or her account from the ease of his or home. Fine. They can conduct or perform all the transactions. They can check their account balance. They can check their recent transactions. They can check their all the banking activities, the financial activities of their account balances. Fine. And n number of things we can do by using e-banking. Fine. By using e-banking, we can also transfer funds from one account to another, and we also don't have to stand in a long waiting queue. Okay. Now, internet banking softwares provide personal and corporate banking services, offering features such as viewing account balances, obtaining statements, checking recent transactions, transferring money, and making payments. Fine. Like if you'll say nowadays we mostly are using some online shopping sites for purchasing groceries or some home goods. Fine. Similarly, for paying your fees or for paying your bills, you must be using some online methods or online tools. So all these technologies and tools are the examples of e-banking only. So that is all for today. In the next class, we have to discuss about e-shopping and e-reservation. Fine. Along with that, we also have to discuss some remaining concepts of this chapter. So just keep learning, keep supporting us. Thanks for watching this video. Stay healthy and stay safe. And don't forget to comment down all your queries.